Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vividly Dark, a podcast where we talk about all things creepy, geeky, and all of that shizzle, dizzle, manizzle in between. Today, with me, is my co-host, Zoe.
Hello.
And I'm Patrick, and I don't know if you can see her, but we have a special guest today. Little Iris is here today. Do you want to say hello? You can hear her purring, probably.
Yeah, that's probably enough. So if we sound like we're crackling as we talk,
it's just a
cat.
We let her be. We don't lock her out of the room because she has already severely damaged our carpet. So.
Yeah, she's kind of mastered the art of getting in anyway, hasn't she? She'll just
jump.
Run into the door.
Yeah. She'll
and
jump
she can
and
jump
try
up
and
and do door handles.
claw at it.
You're so clever, aren't you?
Yeah. So today we are going to be talking about something that is really a modern thing. Like, this could not have happened any other way.
Really a modern thing.
It is, because this couldn't have happened at any other time. Because it deals with the app that we have probably all been on at some point in our lives. Tinder. And...
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going. I've never been on Tinder.
The hell you haven't?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've never even looked on it.
A dating app.
Yeah.
I've
not been on Tinder, though.
We've all been on a dating app.
Okay.
It's a very common thing these days. Oh, not what?
I thought you were going to say Netflix.
Well, everyone has Netflix.
What were you going to say?
No. Okay, so this does have to also do with Netflix, and it is, if you haven't already watched it, I highly recommend that you go stress yourself out on the new documentary called Should I Marry a Murderer?
And it really is stressful because when he put it on, he was like, I just can't wait to see your reaction. And I was like, it's just a program, it's whatever.
Yeah.
And to start off with, I was like, no, I can see why I should be like that because she's
vulnerable,
got feelings and, and oh my God, did it take a turn for me anyway. And I was just swearing left, right and centre. So I apologise because it will happen again today.
Yeah. And I emphasize she was vulnerable. She had just gotten out of a very long, very, I guess in her own way, toxic, or in her words, a toxic relationship.
She was in
an
abusive relationship, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Whatever kind of abuse. I think it spanned a few.
Yeah.
But she was struggling before this even happened.
She wasn't allowed to be herself. I don't know if he controlled her in a way of like, no, you can't go see your friends. I think she still was able to do that. But regardless of how it was...
She didn't really go massively into it, but it was abusive and it had a huge impact on her.
Yeah.
And that's why she sort of ended up in the situation she did, I think.
Yeah, because she saw this guy who...
I don't think we've said what it is yet.
I have, the show.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't think you've said the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just in case Should I Marry a Murderer? I'm positive I said it already.
Oh.
But yeah, this go see it for yourself. We are going to talk about it. So our only disclaimer for today is if you continue watching this, we will have spoiler alerts. Like, this is all we're going to really talk about.
We've already thrown a couple in there, so if you don't want to hear about it before you watch it, do not watch anymore.
Yeah, I'll put it at the beginning in words. Spoiler alerts.
Yes. Because
this deals with a young woman, and this also happens during the time of COVID, so that probably didn't help.
Yeah, that sent everyone a bit loopy as it was, didn't it? Mm-hmm. We all got a bit stir-crazy and did some things we probably never would have.
Yeah, and having come out of this abusive relationship, she meets a guy who genuinely likes her and loves her, actually, and she loves him, and their relationship just takes off, and that is quite common these days.
But that was the first warning sign, wasn't it, in the programme?
But is it?
Because, well, yeah, I guess they say, like, when you know, but... alarm bells were ringing for her family, her friends. I don't think it was really like her to rush into something like that. And she was within a month, she was living with this bloke.
Yes and no. She didn't move in with them.
No, but she basically was. She was like finishing work on a Friday, driving there, and then driving back into work on a Monday. She lived hours away,
Two and
and
a half hours away.
she was spending every minute she could there, basically.
Yeah, she would.
And then they did eventually move in together, didn't they?
Yeah.
But that was like really early on. And actually,
It was a month.
I'm skipping the craziness at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because actually it was even crazier in the beginning because they'd talked, once?
Yes.
And she drove
So
to him
all right.
in Scotland in the middle of nowhere to meet him for the first time.
Yep.
In a damn field.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not in a field. She met him at his place.
Basically a field.
He lived on a farm, and this farm was tucked into the
Yeah, but when we say
Highland
farm,
Mountains.
we have to really specify that it wasn't just like a little farmhouse up the road from a village. It was really in the middle of nowhere.
On
They
its
were
own,
miles from
miles
anywhere.
away from anyone. Yeah. Yeah,
Like she wouldn't. If they tried to do something, she tried to run, she would never get away.
No.
Never ever.
No.
So that in itself was really scary at the beginning.
Yeah.
But
it was crazy
the
from the start.
excitement of it, you can sort of understand a little bit, I guess. But safety, guys.
Yeah, and this is the thing, and because I've had it on when like go meet someone, and you've had it from your friends as well, when they're just like, "How do you know you're not meeting a murderer?" And
You don't, do you? It's just a chance you take.
She
basically.
says that because one of her friends said that, and she's like, "Oh no, he's fine."
Yeah, he's fine after our one conversation.
Yeah. All right, so we have spoiled a lot already.
Sorry,
So
but
let's
it's
get
going to
into
get
this.
worse. The thing is, though, it's going to get worse because I can't help it.
No,
I
it's
have-
fine, but I'm just
I
saying
have feelings
we've
about
jumped
it.
way ahead. Yeah.
No, this is just the beginning.
That's still quite ahead.
All right.
So let's get into this.
Paint a story of what happens.
All right.
Then I guess.
So this is a 5-part series, and every episode is just as dramatic as the last. I guarantee you, watch this show, people. You will not be disappointed.
Full
You
of
will
drama.
be stressed as hell.
Full of stress.
I was watching it, so I have a job where like I can put headphones on, and I can't necessarily watch anything, but I can listen. But I have my phone kind of off to the side, and as I'm doing my work, I can kind of glance every now and then. And as I'm watching it, I was like, "What the fuck? What?" No, and I'd have to rewind.
Keep stopping and looking and going, "She did what?"
She did. And people were probably looking at me like, "What the hell is he watching?" But so, episode 1 introduces our main. Well, she's not a character, but our main subject, I guess. Her name is Dr. Caroline Muirhead, a Glasgow forensic pathologist, and her soon-to-be fiance, a guy by the name of Alexander Sandy McKellar, a Highland gamekeeper and a farmer that she met on Tinder in 2020. Netflix's official episode description frames it as Caroline meeting a man who seems perfect on paper, only for their first engagement to be shattered by a confession. So yeah, so starting off with the show already, Caroline is a doctor, but she is this is just a different topic for another day. I'm sure in America you don't have to be a doctor to be a pathologist, someone who cuts people open and does their autopsies.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that you need to be.
Yeah, either way.
To be able to deal with a body.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But
I don't know if it's a thing. But
they did say that she had to go through like 8 years of medical school.
no, it was like 11. I'm
11,
sure
or
it
yeah,
was.
something like
it
that.
It was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So she's not a dumb person.
She's incredibly intelligent. And that's what makes this program so much harder to watch, because you know they paint a pretty good picture of how intelligent this woman is. And then she's just doing some of the dumbest shit.
Yeah, but this is just the thing. Because I'm sure when
But that's got to also be because of her mental state, hasn't it?
Yeah, she's just got it. Like, I don't even know. I can't remember how exactly long she was out of that first relationship. But it was a very long relationship. I think that's what it was. That relationship had lasted like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And
I just think that she was just broken and trying to find something to feel better. And the first person that's come along and given her that, it didn't matter I mean, she's really good throughout the program of explaining her thought process and why she made these silly decisions. She does explain it to you as she goes. She's like, but in my eyes, I was seeing it like this. Like, I just wanted someone to love me.
Yeah.
And he loved me no matter what. Even though she'd done this and that, he loved her.
Yeah.
And it is good how she explains it all.
Mm-hmm. And I think we said it earlier. As from the get-go, she's on Tinder. She sees this guy, and she's like, oh, he's good looking. And she swipes right. And then later on, it matches. And we all know how that goes. And so she messages him. And she says something along the lines of, call me if you're serious or something like that. And he calls her straight out, going for it. And she's like, oh, this guy's ballsy.
You'd be so nervous, wouldn't you? I would be.
And then he just says, hey, come out to my farm and hang out with me.
And she's like,
okay,
this probably isn't the best idea. Alright, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Fuck it.
Drives an hour and a half away, which I know for Americans is like, well, it's not that far. But for people here in England, especially in Glasgow, that's a long way, yeah.
For a first date for someone you've never spoken to other than that one quick phone call, it's probably still pretty far for anyone.
Yeah, it is. And
the fact that she's going to meet him in the middle of nowhere. She's a woman. I know that shouldn't matter, but she is. And she's driving to the middle of nowhere to meet someone who she's never met before.
Yeah, and I think I'm positive
and barely spoken to.
Yeah, I'm sure she's driving up and she's like, if something happens to me out here, like, no one's gonna know.
I'm sure she says that at some point.
Because this place is legit smack in a valley between two big ass mountains. The place is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
But
so secluded, and that's really scary.
Like, she had to drive down this a mile long dirt track just to get to the dude's house.
Yeah.
But so they talked for a while, really, like a couple weeks, and she's telling all of her friends about this guy, and then he's just straight up I think it was 2 or 3 weeks into their relationship, he straight up just asked her to marry him.
Yeah.
And in her state, I don't know, she's really falling for this guy. But this is the thing.
It's like complete narcissistic behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. Like, before the person they're seeing figures out what they're really like and like their actual traits come out, they get them like locked in so that they feel like they're stuck.
Yeah.
It's awful.
But she explains it. She doesn't feel this way.
No. But you don't. Victims don't.
Well, no. But also she does... I don't know. Because I genuinely... I don't know if Sandy was being narcissistic. I think he was being genuine. Because...
But even she at one point is questioning everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
At one point. So, I mean, if she thought it as well... like I said, she's a very intelligent woman. Like, she does start cluing things together and piecing things together, but she still has them feelings for him. She fell in love with him so quick, and that wasn't going, and she needed that.
Yeah. And so the thing to remember here is that this guy is a farmer, and she is a doctor. Her life is very organized. Very...
Yeah, she said that she's very methodical.
Yeah.
Everything has to be just so. She likes her routine.
She's very clean.
Yeah.
That's one thing about, they say in the beginnings, that her apartment is immaculate at all times. And so she meets this farmer. The farmers don't necessarily have a bad reputation, but they are party animals, especially here in the UK.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. But, so this guy, him and his mates get together, they drink. And they get absolutely slaughtered.
And they were taking substances as well, weren't they?
Yeah, and they were doing coke and
she
other
was
stuff.
admitting to that,
yeah.
Which I think was actually really brave of her to do on TV with her career and everything.
Yeah. So he's, at this point, like I said, it's been 2 or 3 weeks, he's asked her to marry her, and he's drunk. And they're going on a drive, and she asks him. Well, she's like, we can't get married if we have secrets. And,
yeah, so she says, if we're going to get married, we should probably know everything about each other. Like, if you've got some secret kid or, like, any skeletons in your closet, you should probably let me know.
Yeah, red flag number 2 then pops up because this dude makes her pull over in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then he's like, turn the car off. She turns the car off. And he's like, take the keys out. She takes the keys out. And he's like, get out of the car and give me your phone. And I would have been like, nah, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care anymore. Keep your secret. I'm good.
Yeah.
But she does. And he tells her that one night on a bender or something, it was a party or something, or he was at the pub with his brother. So he has a twin brother.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible at this.
What?
You're like, I think he was here. No, he was here. They were at the pub.
Oh, but
in the village.
But I can't remember. Oh, yeah, they were at the pub. But I don't know if they were there for a party or if they were there but just because.
I think they were just at the pub.
Yeah, they were at the pub. They were having a lot of drinks. And they talked to even the pub's owner. And he's explaining things. Well, anyways, they leave. And so they start driving back to their house. They have been drinking, and it's dark. And if you've ever been to Scotland at night, driving through the Highlands, there's no lights anywhere. It is dark as hell.
And also, I think the boys, as they left the pub, they were going through a woodland area, weren't they? So you wouldn't even get like moonlight very much on the road.
No, they were just in the valleys. There was no trees around them.
Oh, I thought there was.
No.
Where they showed it.
Mm-mm. Yeah. But so they're driving, and there is a cyclist by the name of Tony Parsons. He's doing this charity event thing for cancer and this just makes it so much worse.
It so much worse. Every time they say something else about this man.
He's a cancer survivor, a Navy veteran. He's doing this bike trip from North Scotland all the way to South Scotland or Edinburgh, one of the two, and
he's doing like such an intense trip, isn't he?
Yeah.
To try and he was so close,
very close to the end.
And he was like, I can't, because he went to the pub.
Yeah, he
knocked on the door just for a coffee to keep going through the night, didn't he?
Yeah, and the guy was like, let me get you a room.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I haven't got time, I need to carry on.
And then even the pub owner was like, no, it's really dark out there.
Yeah, I think it was raining as well. He said that there was rain due that night, if not, and he was like, you need to like stay in shelter, and he was like, no, I need to carry on. Like, he was trying to persevere, and it's just so sad because he was trying to do something so good, and he's been through so much.
Yeah, he's been through a lot, and he is unfortunately struck at very high speeds by these twins, the twin brothers, like I said, Sandy and Robert, and he goes over the top of their truck, and they get out of the car, and according to Sandy, he tells Caroline that they hit him and they killed him instantly. And rather than calling the cops because they had been drinking, they're these pretty well-known farmers in the area. They do very well for themselves. Also, they have their whole game hunting thing. That he's like, essentially, it was my life or his. So they...
Yeah, he's like... I literally, she said to him, didn't she, why didn't you call for help?
Yeah.
Why didn't you call the police or an ambulance? Because you'd hit someone. And he was like, he was already gone, and it was his life or mine. Like, he was already gone, and it would have absolutely ruined our lives.
Yeah, it would have ruined everything. So they pick him up and drag him off to the side of the road, take the truck that they're in, and go pick up a truck, put him in the back of the truck, go to work the next day.
Yeah, using the same truck.
Using the same truck. And then after work, they come back, get a little JCB tractor thing, and bury him in the valley, which... And so Caroline's like, you're fucking with me. And then she says that she sees it in his face or something. She said, I saw it in his face. It was like a weight was just completely lifted off of his shoulders.
Yeah, he literally was like, oh, I feel so much better. I've never loved someone as much as I love you. And I just feel so much better that I found you and I can trust you to tell you these things. So straight away, he's like putting the weight on her of, I've told you this because I love you and I trust you that you're not going to say anything. So you're not going to say anything, are you?
Yeah. And anyone can sit here and be like, well, I would just leave. Like, I would be like, boom, nope, done, fuck you.
Yes, but she does explain that she felt trapped in the moment. She didn't feel like she could just leave. Also, she loved this man. Yeah. So it was, I'm not going to just walk away from him just because he had an accident. And he didn't intentionally kill someone. Like, he had an accident.
It was a bad decision.
It's unfortunate. It's so sad, but it's not his fault as such.
Yeah. So,
I mean, burying the body after probably was his fault. And not calling for help.
Most definitely. So, they didn't get back in her car, drive off, and she heads home. Or no, they head back to his. And so, there, she is like, I don't know what to believe. Like, what do I do? So
well, straight away though, she was like, I need to call the police. As soon as I get away from him, I need to call the police.
Well,
she did have that thought.
She wanted to make sure that it was something that was true. So she Googles like missing cyclists or whatever. And then she finds that Tony has been missing for like 3 weeks. And
is that how long it had been? I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah. Oh wait, 3 years. Sorry.
I thought it was
3 years. And so, he killed, unfortunately, in 2017.
And, like, his family was still looking for him.
They had a reward and everything.
They had no idea he was dead. No. They just were still looking for him 3 years later, and that was just eating her up inside.
Yeah. And then
because she was like, I can't just leave it and not let the family know as well.
That's another, she's like, this is somebody's dad. This is somebody's granddad.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he was the same age as her dad, so there was just so much guilt once she knew of having to say something, which she should have, and she knows that she should have. Yeah. And she did.
She did.
In her own time. Yeah. In her own way.
Yeah, the last thing I think that really got her is that she sees there is CCTV on the BBC that I think was the reports who was reporting it. And it's just him and like his outfit, and the big thing they point out is he's wearing a red shirt, and they're like, he's just vanished between here and here. Yeah. Yeah, she goes home and goes to work.
She does go for a day at work first.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Anyone can sit there and be like, why didn't you just go straight to the police?
But I think she was processing it as well. The man she's just fallen in love with, she's meant to be marrying. She just told her whole family and her friends about. She was devastated because she's like, I've just made a tit of myself, basically. Saying that. And I think he just posted it on Facebook, hadn't he?
I think
there was a lot of pressure for this relationship already. And so she needed a bit of time, I think.
Yeah, and it's really easy to sit there and be like, oh, none of that matters. But in her state, like, she feels that this person genuinely loves her. That's what she's always wanted. For 8 years, she was in this abusive, toxic relationship, and then this guy comes along, picks her up off her feet, and then... So, what do you do in that situation?
I mean, go to the police, but...
Well, yeah.
This is the thing, like... She rationalises why she does a lot of things, and you can understand it. You can sympathise with what she's been through, but also it's just so infuriating because, and I think she's frustrated with herself at this point.
She's very
because she's like just really trying to explain why she did it the way she did. Yeah. But you never know, do you? If you're not well, if you've been through trauma and you're not even beginning to get over that, you can't always help your reactions. No. Although I say that, and this is how I was in the programme, I was trying to like have her side a little bit because, you know, we've all had shit times at times, so you try and sympathise, but you really can't at some point. So I was just
it was hard because when she would something else would come up, I'd be like, "Are you fucking serious? What are you doing?"
I'd keep being like, I think I said to you at one point, "Well, can't get any worse than that," and you were like. You
It
want to
just
bet?
gets worse.
Just wait.
Yeah, so she's stuck in this dilemma of, do I tell the police and destroy the life that I'm kind of promised and I know I can build with this guy who's so nice to me and loves me?
But
or
morally, she does know
Yeah.
that it was wrong and that it needed to be reported.
Yeah, or do I stay silent and become a part of this? Which,
Because that's the other thing, isn't it? She puts herself in that position of helping cover up a, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
A hit and run, I guess.
Yeah, hit and run.
Well,
It's definitely a hit and run.
not really, because they didn't run, they took him.
Well, they ran and then came back.
A hit and bury, we'll say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never heard that one.
That's what happened. It's bloody awful, but that's what happened.
So, the next step for anyone would be, I'm going to call the police and just get this done.
Not this
This is
girl.
not what Caroline does.
Not this girl.
Because she's in this situation, she doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know who to talk to. Her parents are eager to meet this guy who she's meant to be marrying.
Mm-hmm.
So they meet.
Yeah.
Over dinner. And the craziest shit to me, because even as a parent, I wouldn't do this for
Had
my
she
child.
called the police by this
No.
point? No. So before she did that and ruined everything, she thought, I might as well get as much as I can out of this.
Yeah.
And let him come meet my family.
Yeah, so
in their home.
They have a meal together, and as they walk through, it is crazy because, and this is what I mean at the beginning, this is only something that can happen these days, is because she has Snapchat as well, and she videos a lot, and you see a lot of her snaps.
Yeah,
Her
like,
family
definitely watch it so you can see. Because it's really well documented.
Yeah,
because
very.
she was Snapchatting everything.
Her mom and dad put fucking pictures of her and this guy in their house.
Yeah,
They had
and
found off
we're
Facebook.
talking after a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They've been dating a couple of weeks.
And her mom said that was my way of welcoming him and saying that we
Showing that we're all right with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that we accept their situation.
Shouldn't have been alright with it.
And
I
it's
mean,
just like,
her
what?
gut feeling, her mum's gut feeling, straight off, was so fucking spot on.
Mm.
She was like, I just felt so uneasy. I was so worried about
There was
her.
a lot of red flags.
So he came round and
Yeah,
met
so-
the family.
Yeah.
And then I think it was the next day, she actually called the police.
Yes. But I can't remember if she tells her parents first.
Yeah, I think she does. I think she
Yeah,
tells
I
her
think she
parents.
tells her parents, and her
And
parents
they're
support
like,
her.
oh my God, you brought him to our house. He
yeah.
knows where we live. What the hell?
And then they're like, you have to call the police. And so she does. She calls the police. They send a detective. They send 2 detectives over. And she's like, I have information. So she calls the police, and she's like, I have information on this guy, Tony Parsons, who this guy I'm dating says that he hit him with his truck, and he's dead, and he's buried at their house. In the field at their house. And they send 2 detectives over. And this is where shit really starts getting crazy. Not that it already hasn't been.
No, it's bad enough. But this bitch, no offence, but she thought, actually, if I'm reporting this crime, I should probably help them figure out where the body would be.
Yes. And the police have told her, don't go
Do
near
not
this
have
guy.
any contact.
Stop contact with them. Don't
Keep
go there.
yourself safe. Stay at your mum and dad's.
Yep.
So she thought, oh, all right. I'll go hop in my car and go fucking see him.
Yeah, at 3 in. And
Yeah,
No.
She snuck out of her mum and dad's house.
no. So they have to get them. So they're at a party. The brothers are at a party.
Yeah.
And then she has him turn on his Snapchat location. And he does. And then they send in...
This was after.
No, this was before.
It was after. Because she went and found where the body was buried first.
So yeah, she goes to the guy's house. And...
They go out for a walk.
No, they go for shoot clay pigeons. Because he had told her... it's where, you when he confessed to her, he said... You drive past him all the time. You walk over him when we go shooting clay pigeons.
Yeah, she said she basically stands on him when she's shooting clay pigeons.
So in order to help the police, even though she was advised not to even fucking get involved anymore.
She
and
sneaks out of her parents' house
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, drives all that way again, and then they go. When she gets there, she's like, "Oh, should we?" He says, "Oh, let's go for a long walk."
Yeah,
and she's like, "Oh, should we shoot some clays?"
Yeah.
So they go do that, and then she's like,
"You know,
whereabouts actually did you?"
Yeah, if you want me to help you, because this was another thing. He is, because she's a pathologist. She has the insight of how to really get rid of a body, and so he asks her, like, I need to move him because some developers were going to come build on their land or something, and so he's like, but we need to burn him. Like, so what do we do? And she's like, well, you can't just burn him because. Like
she explained to him that, like, to cremate a body you need to be at like 3,000 degrees and you'd need a furnace, and there's no way you can do that. And she used that, didn't she? She was like, well, if you want me to help you, you need to sort of show me what we're dealing with, where it is.
Yeah, she uses it to her advantage.
And we'll figure it out.
Yeah, she uses it to an advantage of some sort.
I think she went quite highly into work mode to get through this phase as well, didn't she? She did say, like, she was so emotional and she knew that she shouldn't be around him, but she was like, I went into work mode and I was trying to think practically, like scientifically, how we would do this just to sort of appease him so that he didn't suspect anything, because she'd called the police at this point.
Yeah, and so she's like, show me exactly where. And he walks her out to this little area and he's like, right there. Yeah. And she's like, okay. And so they turn around and start walking back to their car, and then she's like, well, shit, I'm out here, but I didn't, like, I'm so lost in, like, the anxiety of all this, and I've forgotten to count my steps.
Yeah.
She's like, how do I mark this? How do I know? And so she has a Red Bull can. She's just finished. And so she, like, real quick chucks it over her shoulder.
And he told her off. He was like, don't litter.
Don't let her pick it up.
Fucking don't litter when he's done what he's done.
It's bad. But rather, she's like, oh, okay. So she runs back to the can, and she's like, she runs back to the can, and then she's making sure he's not looking, and she stomps it into the ground.
Yeah.
And runs off.
And that's how she marked
the grave,
where the body must have been.
Yeah.
Which, thank goodness she had something on her.
Yep.
I think after that they started, like, bickering a little bit. I think I remember. I think she was like, right, well, I'm going to go home because I don't really know. I need to get my head around this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then she contacted the police, didn't she? And was like, I've marked where he's saying the body should be.
Yeah, and they're like, how'd you do that?
Yeah, they're fuming with her that she's gone. And she went for a whole night, didn't she, really, in a day?
Stayed the night with him.
And they're so furious with her, but they're like, okay, you've marked it. So then they needed to get him away so that they could go and investigate and look at the area. So they told her to stay put this time.
Yeah.
And is there any way you can figure out where he is?
Oh, yeah, and then...
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
and
they're at a party.
And she was like, well, actually, I've got him on Snap Maps, and he's also told me that he's going to a friend's house.
Yeah.
And he was inviting her. And she was like, oh, yeah, drop me a pin.
Yeah.
So that I can come and meet you there.
Yeah.
She didn't, for once.
She stayed put, and...
For once, she stayed where she was meant to be.
Yeah, and then the cops came and got him from the party.
Yeah, they arrested them both.
Yeah, and then she's...
But they were only in for, what, like 24 hours?
Yeah, that's all you can hold them for.
For questioning.
Evidence, really, yeah.
Because even with everything, with the confessions and stuff to her, there was no evidence.
Yeah.
But she was clever. Eventually, she managed to get some recordings, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And the police managed to use those.
Yeah. So they let him go. They had to. They had no real evidence of it. And they had promised Caroline that they weren't going to tell, like, she was going to be kept in, she was going to be granted anonymity.
Yeah.
And although they kept their promise, like, she was like, well, how the fuck do you expect to do that? Because they know that I'm the only one they've told. Like, they have not told anyone else.
Yeah. And basically, we won't tell you the whole thing, but the police completely screw her over.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, hints on the news.
Yeah.
Dropped her in it. And I think they did figure it out from that one.
Yeah.
But the boys, she was silly, weren't she?
Mm.
They got let out of prison, went to stay with a friend, and then he was communicating with her again. And he just would not stop.
Mm-mm.
And she missed him because she loved him. And she let them both come stay with her. And then the police turned up, didn't they?
Yeah, they came to check in on her or something because they hadn't heard from her.
Yeah.
And somehow they... Oh, no. She runs to the front door and she's like, okay, just let me come out. And then they're
like, who do you have in your house?
Who the hell's here?
And they barge in, don't they?
And then they see the boys, one sleeping on the couch, one sleeping in her bed.
And they name her.
And they're like, Caroline, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally. And she's like, you just told. And then one of them the brother questioned her, didn't he? He was like, why do they know your name?
Yeah. And she's like, oh, it's just...
Fucking police. Yeah. Just absolutely dropped her in it twice.
She is so good at coming up with, bam, on the spot. Like, no, this is how they know me. This is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just hard, isn't it? Because she's so intelligent, but it's so infuriating, these decisions that she makes.
And it's also at this time that Caroline's life kind of starts to spiral.
Well, I mean, as soon as it started is when she started spiraling with it. I mean, as soon as she met him, they were drinking all the time. They were doing drugs. But and then when they moved in with her, she said like she completely went in on herself.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It gets worse.
Like depressed, and they were drinking, doing drugs constantly, and not really leaving the flat, were they?
No.
She wasn't allowed to work because in case
because they had no, they hadn't found the body.
In case there was a conflict of interest, because she works on bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It just really took a turn for her, didn't it?
Yeah.
She was trying to do the right thing-ish, but she was just suffering.
Yeah, and a lot of it is because she is, in her own mind, trying to save her own life. Because she doesn't... She's saying...
She's trying to think rationally, but it's completely irrational.
Very.
Which is completely normal with depression, anxiety, isn't it? And being in that situation, imagine how scared she must have been, really.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just making such crazy decisions.
Yeah.
And in the end, I mean, do you want to talk about how they found her?
Who, the boys?
No. Her.
Who?
The waterfall.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you've skipped over a whole hell of a lot. So the boys go back to their house, and... It's kind of at this point, I forget how they find out, but they find out that the Red Bull can was what identified.
It was on the news.
It was on the, okay,
yeah,
so
that's what I said it before.
Yeah, and so she's kind of come to this conclusion that like, okay, I know him, but I don't know him. So, because the police are asking like, well, if we go to his house, like, is he going to have guns? Is he going to shoot at us? And she's like,
I honestly
don't know, actually.
I couldn't tell you. But when they were staying with her at the flat, she managed to get recordings, didn't she?
Oh,
because they were
yeah.
all so fucked up.
And
so
this
they
is
were
probably
just like openly speaking about it.
The worst part of it all, because it's when... So at this point, Caroline is like, I know you fucked up. You've done this really terrible thing.
She kind of pushed him a little, didn't she?
Yeah. And it comes to a part where she's talking to Sandy, and he's drunk on drugs, so is she, but she still has the mindset to do this, and she's clicked record on her laptop, and he says something along the lines of, well, the stupid cunt shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
And for her, that's just boom. And then it's also become
I'm pretty sure
his brother had also told her, like, while they were staying there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
More details,
yeah, he's like, I don't know what Sandy told you, but he was alive when we hit him. And
well, he kind of didn't say it like that, did he? He was kind of like, I don't know how he told you, but like, we didn't have another choice. We didn't know what to do. We panicked, so we just changed the truck and we picked him up because I mean, he was still alive when we left him. And she was like, what?
Yeah. And
So that's like a whole nother thing unlocked.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
they've actually
that now puts her in the
still
mindset.
not got him help.
Yeah, well, that puts her in the mindset of now, you didn't just bury a person you healed. You intentionally killed this person after, because you could have gotten him help. Yeah, and you let him die, and then you buried his body. That is murder.
It's fucking wild.
It's crazy.
It is wild. And that was the biggest thing for her when they were in the flat. I don't know if it was due to the drink and drugs or what, because people are different, aren't they, when they're on stuff. But she said there was no remorse in their voices when they said this.
Yeah, and she said
they were like
they just
it was
said
an inconvenience.
As
like
blasé as
he
whatever.
was in the way.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't have fucking been there anyway, I think is what he said.
That's
when it really hit her. She was like, this is actually cold and evil.
Yeah.
They're not victims because they've accidentally hit someone.
Yeah.
They've hit someone. I mean, who knows if they even did it on purpose? They were like, fucking dick, why are you out here at this time of night? And, you know? You just don't know.
You don't know. And that's, again, she starts to realize, like, I actually really don't know these people.
And she spirals even more.
Yeah. And now the boys have to go back to their place. I can't remember why.
They're done searching, I think, so they were allowed to go back.
Oh, yeah. So they were done searching. They're allowed to go back. They found him at this point?
No, that wasn't what happened. Sorry, they the police bust in, didn't they? And they were like, "You need to get out here now."
Yeah, you need to go back.
And he was like, "Well, actually, we're due to get married, so I can live with her if I want."
And they were like, "No, you need to leave."
Yeah.
And they did. They went back to their place, and at some point around this, they do find Tony Parsons. He's buried in what they call a kill pit. Not to say that there's any more other people there. It's just what hunters use as a means of burying bones and the remains of the animal that they're not going to use. And so he's amongst that. And one could already say, Caroline, you've done good. Stop while you're ahead.
Yeah, like you've survived through all this shit. They've forgiven you basically for grassing them up because...
No, they did. They did forgive her.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love you. And
I think the brother was pretty pissed to start with, and he was like, no, come on, like we've just dropped this on her. Of course she's done the right thing.
Yeah.
Is what Sandy was saying.
Yeah.
So the brother eventually come round as well. Yeah.
And so she goes out there with them.
Yeah.
She kind of moves in with them for a bit.
Crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Went out there.
Does more drugs, more partying.
And got even worse.
Yep. It gets way worse, and like.
And her poor parents.
Yeah. Her friends have gone to her flat, and then they've said that her very once clean, methodical lifestyle is just trashed.
Yeah. I mean, she was just down as low as she could get, I think. And this is the thing, like, it's so frustrating what she did.
Yeah.
But also it's so sad,
the
state of mind that she was in.
Yep. So her parents haven't really spoken to her much. She's very much, like, recluse at this time.
She just didn't talk to them because she felt so embarrassed, didn't she?
Embarrassed, and she felt like she let them down.
Yeah.
And so the cops come, arrest Sandy and Robert again, because now they found Tony Parsons on their land, and it's time for them to face punishment. Mm-hmm. But so Caroline goes back to her parents' house because she doesn't know what to do. She's lost. She's just like, can I come back and stay with you? Of course, her parents are welcome her in with open arms. And the police come and visit her, and they say, "Look, we need you to testify.
Yeah,
like you are our star witness. You have to. Your testimony is what will put these boys away."
And this poor girl breaks down, and she's like, "There's no way. There's no way I can do that. How am I supposed to do that? I'm a mess. I need help." Yeah. And her mum asked them,
her mum asked
"Is there
the cops,
someone she can speak to? She needs help." And those fucks gave her no help. They said, "You can't speak to anyone. Anybody. It could ruin the case."
When it comes to the court time, though, is when they were like, "Well, she should have been talking to the victim's advocate this whole time."
Yeah.
And it's
the
just
whole
like,
time,
what the
right
fuck?
from the get-go.
Yeah, this poor girl could have been saved from so much shit.
Yeah.
And just helped
She was
every
just-
step of the way. But
This is the thing. She was such a vulnerable person before this even began.
Yep.
And they completely preyed on her, those brothers.
Yeah.
Whether that's what she feels now, I don't know.
Well, she did. She said that because he did this and he needed to move the body. And because she had pathologist on her Tinder account as her job.
Yeah.
To her, it was like, well, shit. Did he even ever love me? Or has he just used me this whole time?
Yeah.
But then his actions contradict that. And it's just...
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, even after they get arrested, he still wants her. He still loves her. He doesn't... He says, like, I don't blame her for what she's done. She's done the right thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that he did use her.
Yeah,
or maybe he planned to and he actually just fell in love with her
yeah.
anyway.
But yeah, because at one point he calls
And
her.
can I also say, he was punching
Yeah.
big time. Like, she obviously was not in the right state of mind because, my God, she could do better. In all aspects.
It's like you. You don't go for looks.
Shut up.
Obviously. But there's at one point, he calls her and he is fucking raging. He's like, you fucking bitch, you're the one, blah, 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 blah. And then she's freaking out. And then he comes to her apartment and he has a spare key and she's at her apartment and she's like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, and she was literally, she said she got angry, didn't
she got angry.
She was like, do you know what, he's going to come in here and he's going to try and fucking kill me and I need to be prepared for this.
Yeah.
And she didn't prepare herself at all. All she prepared herself for was to have a go at him when he came in.
She hits
And
record
it's
on her
like-
phone
Yeah, she recorded it.
and she's like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah. And I was like, if he was coming in with a gun or something, like, you're just raring at him. You're not... like, everything she did was the opposite of what you should do in these situations.
But it
and
worked.
somehow it fucking worked. Because he was, like, actually, like, really sweet,
Yeah, he started crying and was like, you're completely right in everything you've done. Like, I should never have dropped this on you.
Yeah.
And he's like, so, yeah. And then he goes.
Lucky
and it's
bugger.
just like, what the fuck?
I mean, really, she was incredibly lucky with all these things that she went through.
When she was at their house, they have fucking guns. And they live in the middle of nowhere. The cops had left at this point.
Yeah.
She could have just been another body to the pile.
She could have.
Easily.
I mean, I suppose that shows that they're not like serial killers that are out to just kill anyone.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. But, so, court case coming up. She has this massive... She gets a letter from fucking court saying that you are due to be in court, rah, rah, rah. And so, it's come the day of, and she has already been told, if you do not show up, we will arrest you for contempt of court.
Yeah, because she's saying to them, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it. How am I supposed to stand in that courtroom and testify against them?
And she doesn't. Well, you know what she does? She goes back to the fucking estate where the boys live.
The boys aren't there.
The boys aren't there. They're in
point.
prison.
They're in prison. And yes, the crazy, crazy, crazy woman climbs out of her mum and dad's bedroom window and
Drives
disappears
back,
in the middle of the night.
And her mission is to find this guy's bike because they have not found Tony Parsons' bike yet.
No.
And
they
that
have
is
searched
everywhere.
multiple waterfalls, and this shows you how big their estate was.
Yeah.
Multiple waterfalls on their estate.
Yeah.
So it's that big.
It's huge. And so she has remembered a conversation like where he tells her where the bike is exactly.
Yeah.
So that's her mission. I'm going to go find this fucking bike. That way this is the evidence that they need. I don't have to go on trial.
And can we just add that she documented this little journey
on Snapchat.
Videos with filters and all.
Yeah.
And the psycho stole a fucking tractor from a farm.
So she, hold on. No, she gets to the farm and then as she starts walking because why you don't drive up the track to this waterfall.
Yeah, she walked for 7 friggin' miles.
Yes.
So she was driving for a while, then walked for 7 miles.
Yeah, and then
she was like,
she starts hearing
I'm never going to get there in time.
Well, and she starts hearing the of helicopters, and she's like, they're fucking coming for me.
Yeah.
And
this is all on Snapchat video.
And it's
so
like...
it's not just her story. You get to see it.
And you're like, that's not the cops. It's the fucking cops. They've sent a fucking helicopter out there because they knew exactly where she was.
So to save her time before they caught her, she stole a fucking tractor off of a farm.
Yeah, she steals a tractor, and she's like, I have no fucking clue how to drive this thing.
Yeah, so she pulled out the manual from behind her and figured out how to turn it on and fucking drive it. Like, again, how clever is she?
Yeah.
To just be able to do that. I'm pretty sure they're not that easy to read. Surely. To just hop in and be like, oh, yep, off we go.
Yeah.
Mental.
And then, so she steals a tractor. She's hiding in a barn at one point because you can hear the helicopter.
That was when she was about to steal it.
And so she finally makes it to this waterfall. And...
Again documenting
it. And the best part of all the... Caroline, if you ever see this, I highly doubt you will, but if you do, she starts singing the French song No Regrets.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one that goes, no, Shabbat, no.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
And,
but she sings it very well.
She does sing it very good.
And it's all on video. It's great. She's, like, crouched at the edge of this waterfall, like,
singing
this is it. They're about to find me. I can hear the helicopters. And she's just singing.
So they're coming for me, lads.
Yeah, and she's got a fag, and she's just singing the song.
Yeah,
and
she's like...
The waterfall's right there, and she's like, I didn't get time to find the bike.
Well, she says, I start to enter the water, and it's like this moment of pure clarity as she's singing this fucking song, smoking.
Yeah.
And, yeah, she doesn't find the bike. The police find her, take her in, she's arrested.
Yeah.
The boys do go ahead to court, and...
Last minute, they pled guilty, one of them.
I fucking hate it. I don't know what they call it here in the UK. In America, we call it an Alfred plea. And it is saying that you're guilty without saying that you're guilty, in a way.
So, they pled guilty for...
hitting him.
For manslaughter, I think, instead of murder.
A lower charge.
They didn't go down for murder. And the other one pled guilty for helping cover up the body.
So, the... one who helped cover up the body, I think, was Robert. He got 5.5 years. And then Sandy got 8.
Yeah, and also just to state that she then didn't have to...
Yeah, she didn't have to do any time because
she didn't have to do any witness.
In a way. But that part actually kind of pissed me off because that's just not justice in my eyes. These guys had every opportunity to get this man help. Hell, put him in the back of your truck and haul ass to the nearest hospital and drop him. But yeah, and so they had every opportunity, and then they get convicted of manslaughter, 5.5 and 8 years. It's just nothing.
It's mental, isn't it?
That means that the youngest brother is out now. Or he's going to be out soon.
Yeah, but I guess they've got to live with that for the rest of their lives.
Brother. One of the twins. The one they got. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to bother them anyway.
Yeah. But I think everybody will still be very aware of what's happened. They won't be able to go back and live where they lived without having shit now.
I don't know. Yeah, but... So, Caroline doesn't have to do any time. They're like, the boys took a plea.
I do wonder if she'll reach out to them when they're out.
Probably not, because she did find someone else.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
She did find a much happier.
She's moved on now, and she's looking and feeling, she said, much better. She's been talking to a psychiatrist, hasn't she? So, ever since, and she said she's doing so much better.
Yeah, I think she's still a doctor, and she's still a pathologist, so...
I hope so, because... It's not her fault, and she really was going through it, guys.
She was just left.
This poor woman.
The police really fucked her hard on that one.
Yeah, if she'd gotten the support that a witness should have, and someone who's been, exposed to something like this, she would have probably been able to make the right decisions the whole way through. But she had no one to talk to about it. Felt like she couldn't talk to her parents, even though her parents were so there for her.
Yeah.
She just felt like she was letting them down left, right, and centre.
Yeah, and then her
really
friends.
Sad, isn't it?
She said she didn't want to feel like she letting her friends down because
she did open up a little bit to one of them, didn't she?
Yeah, one of the guys. But yeah, all I can say is go watch this show for yourself.
You need to see it for yourselves.
Is fucking mental.
Like, no matter how much we tell you, you will be shocked when you actually watch it.
Yeah.
And like to see all of it documented so well as well, because she filmed literally everything.
Yeah, films it all.
So yeah, go watch it, guys. It's a good one.
I don't normally recommend documentaries, but maybe if we start kind of doing these review type things, I will say this one for sure, 10 out of 10. Go fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Because
even if you think in the first episode, oh, this ain't that bad, just wait.
Yeah. It
I know we've given you a lot of spoilers, but we've left a lot out as well. Like, there's a lot more to it, and there's nothing as good as seeing it for yourself. So definitely go watch it, guys.
So yeah. And with that, I got nothing else. I mean, I have tried to think, if I were in that situation. So like, say you came out to me and you're like, look, babe, before we get married, before we tie the knot, I just gotta tell you one thing. There's a bloke buried in the back garden.
For one, I'd never do it.
Yeah.
For two, I certainly wouldn't be burying him in my back garden.
No, I'm just saying, it's hypothetical.
Because, oh fuck, I could never live with myself if I even accidentally, like, knocked someone with my car. I'd feel awful for years.
Yeah, no, but
I'd never get over it. If I killed someone,
okay,
I think I'd go straight to the police and be like, take me now.
Reverse it then. If I came to you and was like, look, I killed somebody.
I'd take you to the police station.
But see, you say this and you say this right now. In the moment, what do you do? This is a thing with me. Anyone and everyone, so it's just like being CPR certified. Everyone's like, I'm CPR certified. I'm ready if someone has a heart attack.
No, I'm very aware that in that situation, you do not know what's going to happen. And I'm very aware that there's a good chance I will freak out and not be able to do it.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying for you specifically, but for a lot of you do not know what you're going to do in that situation. You know how you feel about someone.
I think we have to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And in a way, the same for the boys, because other than the fact that they were really cold about it, it was an accident, and the fear that went through them, they probably did just and they were drinking and God knows what else. They probably made the worst decision. Like, people reported about them, didn't they? That they have never been the same. They had an argument one night or something, apparently, is what they told people. And they've never been the same since. And they're like a shadow of themselves.
It was after that night.
I know, but that's what they told people.
Oh, yeah.
So, obviously, it had an effect. And they had some guilt.
Yeah. And because of the fact that this guy, he doesn't go after Caroline to hurt her. Like, even though he knows about her turning them in, he does consider, you know what, I shouldn't have put that on you. That's on me. And you did the right thing.
Yeah.
And
I really feel for the victim and his family, because they had to wait 3 years for any answers.
Because they had hope that he was still alive.
The answers, and then what ensued after, is that right? Was such a letdown, actually. I would be so upset about that they got 5 and 8 years or whatever it was.
I think the wife or maybe his daughter walked up to Caroline and was like, I may not be happy with the outcome, but I really appreciate what you did.
Yeah.
That took a lot of courage.
Which is lovely.
Yeah, and that does
they appreciated that she did do something, even though she went a funny old way about it. She did do the right thing. And
talk about detouring.
Yeah, but when you love someone, it's such strong feelings, isn't it? You don't think rationally. No.
And especially
the worst thought for you would be to hurt the person that you love.
Yeah, but and also that fact, she's like, I love this guy, but I'm also trying to protect myself. I don't want to fucking die. And also, I'm trying to make sure that this family gets the justice that they deserve.
Because she's strong about that right from the get-go. Like, that family need to know what's going on.
Yeah. That was her biggest push to turn it in. Because I think if maybe she had saw that there was nobody looking for this dude.
Or maybe, like, if she just never saw who it was.
Yeah. Then
never
she
put
probably...
a face to it or anything.
Maybe she would have let it go. Maybe. Doubtful. I would say doubtful.
I think she maybe would have took a bit longer to get there, but she would have reported it because she's a good person.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a bad person for what she's done at all. She knew the right things to do. She was just working through her own things at the same time, which is unfortunate because it's made her look a bit crap now and like crazy.
Yeah, and then she's put in these situations with like COVID and everything like that, and it's just like...
That's what I mean. Just COVID was enough to send some people crazy.
Yeah. And
do like crazy things they just wouldn't normally. I can't imagine the pressure she was under, and I do feel for her. I really do. Yeah. But ultimately, the family, I feel awful for the family that they took so long to get any answers, and then the outcome was so shit.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 and 8 years is not enough.
Definitely not.
It's just not. Like they said, didn't they? They didn't feel like there was really justice done that day.
No. But yeah. So, again, the show is called Should I Marry a Murderer? And guys, just go watch it for yourselves. We can talk about it all fucking day and how we feel about it, how we think we would react to it.
I'm going to be talking about it for a while, I think.
She's going to go to work tomorrow and just be telling everybody, this fucking show.
I will.
But yeah, guys, go check it out. And also, go check out our Instagram and our TikTok at Vividly Dark Pod. And if you have some feelings towards all this, go watch the show. Give us your review. Tell us how you would...
give us your feedback.
Give us your feedback
comments.
And
that'd be
everything
awesome.
in the comments, or send us an email to vividlydarkpod@gmail.com. Again, that is vividlydarkpod@gmail.com. And
make sure you subscribe to our YouTube as well, so you don't miss any videos.
Push that notification button. Go ahead and push the button. Sorry, that's
they come out every Friday.
Every Friday at 12 o'clock. GTN? I don't know. They come out Fridays. And so yeah, go watch the show. That's it for us, because holy crap, it was just a whirlwind. And just watching it, we were like, we should totally do an episode on this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, maybe an actual reaction would have been better. I don't know.
Or maybe her face the whole fucking time.
Probably wouldn't have been better, because that was very sweary.
Yeah, very. A lot more than what you've heard here today. But anyways, thank you everybody for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Go watch the freaking show, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.